Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. OK, let's dive into creating easy-to-use JSON-based configuration files for your hack menu imgui elements. This tutorial will cover everything from structuring your JSON, loading and saving the configuration, binding imgui elements to those configurations, and providing practical code examples in C++. Core concepts *. 1. JSON, JavaScript object notation, a lightweight data interchange format. It's human-readable and easy to parse by machines, making it ideal for storing configuration data. 2. imgui, Dear imgui, a bloat-free graphical user interface library for C++. It allows you to create interactive menus, windows, and widgets quickly and easily. 3. Configuration files * store the state of your imgui menu elements, checkboxes, sliders, text inputs, etc. When your application starts, it loads this configuration, setting the initial state of your menu. When the user changes something in the menu, you save the updated configuration back to the file. JSON configuration structure *. A well-structured JSON file is crucial for easy management. Here's a suggested structure for a game hack menu, which you can tailor as needed. Explanation ***. Root object ***. The top-level JSON object contains categories like menu, features, and settings. Categories ***. These divide the configuration into logical groups, aimbot, visuals, miscellaneous. Features ***. Each feature has its own set of settings. Data types ***. JSON supports basic data types. Boolean, true, false. Number, integers and floating point. String, text values. Object, nested JSON objects, like the color object. Array, lists of values, not heavily used in this example, but can be useful. Readability * use descriptive names for your keys, example smoothing instead of smooth. Indent your JSON for better human readability. 2. JSON library, nloman/JSON. We'll use the popular nloman/JSON library. It's header only, easy to integrate, and provides a convenient way to work with JSON data in C++. 1. Installation ***. Manual download ***. Download the json.hpp header file from https://github.com/nloman/json, https://github.com/nloman/json. CMake, recommended if you're using CMake, add the following to your CMake lists.txt. Replace your _target with the name of your executable or library target. 2. Include * in your C++ code, include the header. 3. C++ code, loading, saving, and binding. Now, let's create the C++ code to load, save, and bind the JSON configuration to your imgui menu. Explanation ***. 1. Headers * include necessary headers, iostream, fstream, string, nloman/json.hpp, and imgui.h. 2. Global variables * store the state of your menu elements, checkboxes, sliders. Crucially, these must be global or static variables so they retain their values between imgui frames. 3. Load config, const std string and file path, ***. Opens the JSON file. Parses the JSON data using JSON config, file config. Iterates through the JSON structure, retrieving values and assigning them to the corresponding global variables. Error handling is very important here. Check if keys exist using config.contains, and if their values are of the correct type using is_boolean, is_number, is_string, etc. This prevents crashes if the JSON file is malformed. Asterisk closes the file. Asterisk uses a try, catch block to handle JSON parsing exceptions. For save config, const std string and file path, asterisk. Asterisk creates a JSON object. Asterisk assigns the values of the global variables to the appropriate keys in the JSON object. Asterisk opens the output file. Asterisk writes the JSON data to the file using file std set w. For config std and l, the std set w. For ensures pretty printed JSON with indentation. Asterisk closes the file. 5. Draw imgui menu, asterisk. Asterisk this function creates the imgui menu. Asterisk uses imgui widgets, example imgui checkbox, imgui slider float, and binds them to the global variables. For example, asterisk imgui checkbox, enabled, and aimbot enabled, this creates a checkbox labeled enabled. When the user clicks it, the value of the aimbot enabled global variable is toggled. Asterisk imgui slider float, smoothing, and aimbot smoothing, 0.0f, 1.0f, this creates a slider labeled smoothing that allows the user to adjust the aimbot smoothing variable between 0.0 and 1.0. Asterisk includes a save configuration button that calls save config, when clicked. 6. Main, asterisk. Asterisk initialize imgui, SDL, GLFW, etc. Asterisk calls load config, to load the configuration at the start of the application. Asterisk enters the main loop. Asterisk imgui input asterisk check for key presses to toggle the menu visibility. Asterisk calls imgui new frame, to start a new imgui frame. Asterisk calls draw imgui menu, to draw the menu. Asterisk calls imgui render, to render the imgui elements. Asterisk rendering, calls your rendering function to draw the imgui elements on the screen. This part is very specific to your game engine. Asterisk calls imgui end frame. Asterisk shutdowns imgui after the loop. 4. Important considerations and enhancements asterisk asterisk. Asterisk error handling asterisk the provided code includes basic error handling for file opening and JSON parsing. Add more robust error handling, such as logging errors to a file or displaying error messages to the user. Asterisk data validation asterisk before saving the configuration, validate the values to ensure they are within acceptable ranges. For example, you might want to ensure that aimbot smoothing is between 0.0 and 1.0, or that the color values are between 0.0 and 1.0. Asterisk default values asterisk if a setting is missing from the JSON file, use default values to prevent unexpected behavior. You can set default values when you declare your global variables. Asterisk configuration migration asterisk if you change the structure of your JSON configuration file in a later version of your application, you'll need to provide a way to migrate the old configuration to the new format. This might involve reading the old configuration, converting it to the new format, and then saving the new configuration. Asterisk key binding asterisk you can store key bindings, example a key to toggle the menu, in the JSON file as well. Asterisk user interface enhancements asterisk. Asterisk use imgui's styling options to customize the appearance of your menu. Asterisk add tooltips to explain the purpose of each setting. Asterisk use imgui's tree view to organize your settings into a hierarchical structure. Asterisk thread safety asterisk if you are loading or saving the configuration from a separate thread, make sure to protect the global variables with mutexes to prevent race conditions. Asterisk config path asterisk store the config path in a variable so you can change it more easily. V. Example usage asterisk asterisk. 1. Create a file named config.json in the same directory as your executable. Populate it with the example JSON data from the beginning of this tutorial. 2. Compile and run your C++ code. 3. The program will load the configuration from config.json. 4. Press the insert key, or whatever key you choose, to toggle the imgui menu. 5. Change settings in the menu and click the Save Configuration button. 6. The updated configuration will be saved back to config.json. 6. Full example with imgui initialization. This is a simple example of a full setup. C++. Include iostream. Include fstream. Include string. Include enloman/json.hpp. Include imgui.h. Include imgui_impl_glfw.h. Include imgui_impl_opengl3.h. Include glfw/glfw3.h. Using JSON equals enloman JSON. / global configuration variables, as before. Bool menu visible equals false. Bool aimbot enabled equals false. Std string aimbot target priority equals closest. Float aimbot smoothing equals 0.5 f. Float aimbot FOV equals 10.0 f. Std string aimbot bone equals head. Bool visuals enabled equals true. Bool box ESP equals true. Bool name ESP equals true. Bool health bar equals true. Bool tracers equals false. Float color R equals 1.0 f. Float color G equals 0.0 f. Float color B equals 0.0 f. Float colora equals 1.0 f. Bool no recoil equals false. Bool no spread equals false. Bool infinite ammo equals true. Float speed multiplier equals 1.0 f. Std string theme equals dark. Std string language equals English. / load config and save config functions, as before. Bool load config, const std string and file path. Std if stream file, file path. If, file.is_open. Std ser error, could not open config file, file path std and l. Return false. Try. JSON config. File config. / load menu settings. If, config.contains, menu, and end config menu.is_object. If, config menu.contains, visible, and end config menu visible.is_boolean. Menu visible equals config menu visible. / load aimbot settings. If, config.contains, features, and end config features.is_object. If, config features.contains, aimbot, and end config features aimbot.is_object. If, config features aimbot.contains, enabled, and end config features aimbot enabled.is_boolean. Aimbot enabled equals config features aimbot enabled. If, config features aimbot.contains, target priority, and end config features aimbot target priority.is_string. Aimbot target priority equals config features aimbot target priority. If, config features aimbot.contains, smoothing, and end config features aimbot smoothing.is_number. aimbot smoothing equals config features aimbot smoothing. If config features aimbot dot contains FOV and end config features aimbot FOV dot is underscore number. Aimbot FOV equals config features aimbot FOV. If config features aimbot dot contains bone and end config features aimbot bone dot is underscore string. Aimbot bone equals config features aimbot bone. / load visual settings. If config features dot contains visuals and end config features visuals dot is underscore object. If config features visuals dot contains enabled and end config features visuals enabled dot is underscore boolean. Visuals enabled equals config features visuals enabled. If config features visuals dot contains box esp and end config features visuals box esp dot is underscore boolean. Box esp equals config features visuals box esp. If config features visuals dot contains name esp and end config features visuals name esp dot is underscore boolean. Name esp equals config features visuals name esp. If config features visuals dot contains health bar and end config features visuals health bar dot is underscore boolean. Health bar equals config features visuals health bar. If config features visuals dot contains tracers and end config features visuals tracers dot is underscore boolean. Tracers equals config features visuals tracers. If config features visuals dot contains color and end config features visuals color dot is underscore object. If config features visuals color dot contains r and end config features visuals color r dot is underscore number. Color r equals config features visuals color r. If config features visuals color dot contains g and end config features visuals color g dot is underscore number. Color g equals config features visuals color g. If config features visuals color dot contains b and end config features visuals color b dot is underscore number. Color b equals config features visuals color b. If config features visuals color dot contains a and end config features visuals color a dot is underscore number. Colora equals config features visuals color a. / load miscellaneous settings. If config features dot contains miscellaneous and end config features miscellaneous dot is underscore object. If config features miscellaneous dot contains nowhere coil and end config features miscellaneous nowhere coil dot is underscore boolean. Nowhere coil equals config features miscellaneous nowhere coil. If config features miscellaneous dot contains no spread and end config features miscellaneous no spread dot is underscore boolean. No spread equals config features miscellaneous no spread. If config features miscellaneous dot contains infinite ammo and end config features miscellaneous infinite ammo dot is underscore boolean. Infinite ammo equals config features miscellaneous infinite ammo. If config features miscellaneous dot contains speed multiplier and end config features miscellaneous speed multiplier dot is underscore number. Speed multiplier equals config features miscellaneous speed multiplier. / load settings. If config dot contains settings and end config settings dot is underscore object. If config settings dot contains theme and end config settings theme dot is underscore string. Theme equals config settings theme. If config settings dot contains language and end config settings language dot is underscore string. Language equals config settings language. File dot close. std-code config loaded successfully. Std and L. Return true. Catch, const json exception and std sir error parsing json, e.what, std and l. File.close. Return false. / function to save the configuration to a JSON file. Bool save config, const std string and file path. JSON config. / save menu settings. Config menu visible equals menu visible. / save aimbot settings. Config features aimbot enabled equals aimbot enabled. Config features aimbot target priority equals aimbot target priority. Config features aimbot smoothing equals aimbot smoothing. Config features aimbot FOV equals aimbot FOV. Config features aimbot bone equals aimbot bone. / save visuals settings. Config features visuals enabled equals visuals enabled. Config features visuals box ESP equals box ESP. Config features visuals name ESP equals name ESP. Config features visuals health bar equals health bar. Config features visuals tracers equals tracers. Config features visuals color R equals color R. Config features visuals color G equals color G. Config features visuals color B equals color B. Config features visuals color A equals colora. / save miscellaneous settings. Config features miscellaneous no coil equals no coil. Config features miscellaneous no spread equals no spread. Config features miscellaneous infinite ammo equals infinite ammo. Config features miscellaneous speed multiplier equals speed multiplier. / save settings. Config settings theme equals theme. Config settings language equals language. Std offstream file, file path. If, file.is _ open. Std sir error, could not open config file for writing, file path std and l. Return false. File std set for, config std and l, / use set for pretty printing. File.close. Std could config saved successfully. Std and l. Return true. / draw imgui menu function, as before. Void draw imgui menu. If, menu visible. Imgui begin, hack menu. If, imgui collapsing header, aimbot. Imgui checkbox, enabled, and aimbot enabled. / combo box for target priority. Const char * target priorities equals closest, lowest health, highest damage. Int current priority equals 0. If, aimbot target priority equals closest, current priority equals 0. Else if, aimbot target priority equals lowest health, current priority equals 1. Else if, aimbot target priority equals highest damage, current priority equals 2. If, imgui combo, target priority, and current priority, target priorities, im_array size, target priorities. Aim.